Word. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate everyone taking the time to listening in to what myself and the other three advocates had to say about the company. I'm going to introduce myself first. My name's Nicole. I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse now for over 19 years. I have always worked in the hospital setting. I've been a cardiac nurse my entire career. Just recently left the hospital 2 months ago, and I'm now doing home care. But I'm going to talk to you guys about why I joined, how I joined Green Compass, how it's impacted me and my life and my family, what I want for the future, and also why I believe that now is the time to join this company. So a little background about myself. Like I said, my name's Nicole. I've been a nurse now for almost 19 years. I'm married, and I do have a 2-year-old son. And I have had anxiety, probably like most people, my entire life. I've always had pretty bad anxiety. And then back in, when I was an adult, I think it was in like 2008, I was put on medication. My panic attacks kind of subsided. And then as the years went on, I kind of felt normal, if you want to call it normal, until 2020 hit. I was working in the COVID ICU at a major academic hospital in Philadelphia. My daycare had shut down for 4 months, so my husband wasn't able to work because he was watching our like 6-month-old son at the time while I was working. Presidential election was going on at the time, and there was a lot of like hostility going, throughout social media at that time. And just all in all, I think just being a new mom and maybe being like an older mom, I was 37 when I had him. I think my anxiety kind of just like went through the roof. So in the fall of 2020, I had reached out to my provider, and they had increased my medication, and I didn't really feel much of a difference. And maybe I felt slightly a little bit better. But I was actually having more side effects from the medication than anything. So what I wanted to do was I didn't necessarily want to get off the medication completely, but I was afraid I don't want to like just keep increasing my dose and just having more side effects. So I started researching and looking into like more natural homeopathic ways to reduce stress and anxiety. So I did a ton of research, and I finally decided that I want to try CBD. So meanwhile, when I decided that I want to try CBD, I actually was watching, her name is Melissa. She's actually like in our upline. She was my hairstylist and my makeup artist for my wedding. So she was posting about CBD and how it's helped her, and just about Green Compass, and all this information was out there. So I did some more research, and I found that 70% of CBD that is on the market isn't actually what is in it's not, the CBD in the bottle is not actually what it says that's on the bottle. I'm sorry. I'm like, I need coffee. It's what time? 8 o'clock at night. I need coffee. But anyway, so like I said, I did a ton of research. So I reached out to Melissa solely just to get some CBD. After talking to her, she mentioned to me about the business opportunity. I wasn't really interested at all. However, I was interested in a good deal. So I am a big avid coupon queen. I live for Black Friday. I live for Cyber Monday. Like, I want to be done this Zoom in like 20 minutes because I have like 5 items that I need to purchase. So that's why I'm trying to go a little fast. So when she talked about the kit, I kind of like was like, oh, you can get like all these products for this amount of money. I don't need all these products, but sure, why not? I'll take it. So I ended up buying the kit, and I figured, you know what, even if I just sell it to like my mom and like my 2 sisters, then whatever, who cares? What happened after that was I bought the kit. I took the CBD. Now for me, the very first dose, now this doesn't happen for everybody, but for me, the very first time I've ever taken it, I instantly got results. Remember, I took it, I went to work. I was working with this other nurse who me and her just didn't get along. Our personalities clashed very frequently. But she didn't get on my nerves, like the normal everyday things that she would say, like didn't get under my skin. And I remember thinking to myself that day, like as the day went on, I was like, oh, she actually didn't bother me so much. And then like after my 12-hour shift, I came home from work and my husband says to me, he's like, oh, so you worked with so-and-so today. How was it? And I was like, it actually wasn't that bad. So that's when I realized like, wow, there's something to this stuff. So probably about a month or so into me being with the company, I had joined a vendor event. And it was very surprising because I had invited people to the vendor event, not really thinking that anyone was actually going to purchase CBD from me. But after posting different testimonials from, and even from myself, people were really interested in the products and really interested in learning more about the products. Guys, if you can just mute yourself, if you can, thank you. They were interested in learning about the products and about how it can like decrease your anxiety and how it can decrease your pain and how it can help your sleep and all these wonderful things that it does. And it was pretty amazing because, you know, a lot of times I think, at least for myself, I always thought that I was the only person with anxiety, right? Like I'm so vain. Like, how can anyone else have anxiety? I'm the only one that's, you know, should be having anxiety in my life. But you don't realize how many people have these like problems and these issues. You only need to have a conversation with someone for 5 minutes and they're complaining about something, right? They're either complaining about their knees hurt, their back hurts, their kids are getting on their nerves, their husband's getting on their nerves. I have all this shopping to do and Christmas is around the corner and whatever. Everyone has a complaint. People love to complain. And that's what I found. And me being a nurse, the one thing that I really, really, really always loved about being a nurse was I was helping people. And during COVID, this is like really sad. I don't feel like I was helping people. You know, I was doing things because the hospital was telling us to do something, but I actually didn't feel like I was like contributing my nursing knowledge and my nursing compassion to people. And by selling CBD, I've been able to help people again. And not just random strangers, you know, these are people that I love, people that are my family and my friends and people that I have a real connection with. And they trust me. And I think that's really important is when you have a product that works and you have family and you have friends that trust you and they respect you and your opinion, they're more willing to open up to you. And that's what I found. So that's basically how I joined and why I joined and kind of how I continue to sell products because it's really helping people. And I find like a new passion in this venture. So now how it's impacted my family. So we actually just redid our kitchen. We gutted it completely took down walls, the whole 9 yards. You know, we had to take a major loan on it. And I was nervous about taking such a big loan on you know, this big project, but CBD, Green Compass has helped me pay for a good portion of that kitchen. Just for instance, like our countertops, like I didn't have to go with the mediocre standard countertops. I went for the top of the line countertops for our cabinets. I didn't go with like, I don't mean to offend anyone, but like, I didn't go for like IKEA cabinets. I went for like the Amish made cabinets because that I was able to pay for them with Green Compass's money. So it's just those little things that I've been able to do that significantly has impacted my life and my livelihood. The other thing that it has allowed me to do is, so I had told you guys that I had left bedside nursing 2 months ago. I left it for multitude of reasons. COVID was definitely one of the reasons. But when I was looking for a new job, I knew I didn't want to work in the hospital anymore. I was done. I was over it. I was done with bedside nursing. I couldn't take it anymore. However, the money in nursing is in bedside nursing. They make the most amount of money. You can get overtime. They pay very well for when you work overtime, they give bonuses, and they basically like are throwing money at you at times. But I was willing to give all that up for my own mental health. But knowing that I could do that because I had Green Compass in the back burner for me, a huge reason why I could leave bedside nursing. If I didn't have, I wouldn't be able to leave it, Just make sure you mute yourself, guys. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, so that was a huge turning point for me. I must say I am extremely much happier now that I left the hospital. And I'm even happier knowing that I was able to do it because Green Compass has allowed me to do it. So what I want for the future, I want to quit nursing altogether. That is like my dream. If I can quit nursing and be done with it, that's what I see as, make sure you mute. Mom, I think that's my mom. Mom, either mute or get off. I mean, seriously, this is now people want to know why I have anxiety, because I have shit like this that goes on. I'm telling you, I'm real. This is me. I'm in my pajamas, so you can do this business anywhere and with anybody. If I am like living proof that I'm a success story and I can do it. So anyways, so what I want to do is I want to quit nursing. Not because of any reasons that I don't love it. It's just because I find a much larger passion for selling CBD for a company that I love so much. So, and I really, truly believe that this is a possibility. I know it's a possibility. There are people that have done it. Larissa, who's on the call right now, she's in my upline. She was a teacher, or is a teacher, or was a teacher. I don't know what you want to say, but she quit her full-time teaching career after only, I think, what was it, 9 months, 10 months with Green Compass. It's a possibility. It's endless, the possibility of what you can make of this. And the thing is, if that's not your passion, and if you don't want to quit your job, you don't have to. If you want to make enough CBD or make enough money just to pay for your CBD, that's a possibility. If you want to make enough money to pay for your child's daycare, that's a possibility. If you want to make enough money just so then that way, when you go to Wildwood and you want to spend, I don't even know how much is it for a house now, what, $4,000 for a week or something. If you want to spend that for a week down on Wildwood, we can make that happen. So that's my little tidbit about the future. Now, why I believe that this is the time to be able to join a company like this. So it's funny because there was a girl, I was friendly with her in high school, and she had joined a company about like 7 or 8 years ago. And she had reached out to me and like asked me if it was something that I wanted to be involved in. And I'm not a salesperson. You can tell that I'm not politically correct. I don't say all the right things all the time. And it wasn't something that I had like a passion for to do. And it wasn't something that I was like really interested in. But she got in at the right time with the company, because now she is sitting pretty, working from home. She was a respiratory therapist. She now is, top, making mega bucks, and doing something that she loves to do. And she's able to stay home with her children because of the company that she's with. And it's because she got in at the right time. And that's exactly how I feel too. I feel like we are a ground level company. We are not even 3 years old. We are just getting started. We are a brand new company in a brand new industry, meaning that there is no other CBD network marketing company out there. We are it. This is it. And it's not that we are it and like this is just it. We are like superb as far as products go. So the company is doing everything right. It's doing it, what should I say? It's just doing it the right way. So basically, that is my spiel for why I think people should join the company, because you're getting in at the right time. It is, what is it, like a $1 billion company, not company right now, but like the CBD industry itself is worth like $1 billion. And it's projected to be like over $20 billion in like 2 years. I mean, it's just going to keep going up and up and up. So I'm happy I'm on this roller coaster. I'm excited to see where it's going to take me and my family. And hopefully it seems like this might be a good fit for you guys. I think it's, you know, I highly, highly encourage you to at least have a conversation. If you haven't already had a conversation with the advocate that invited you here, have another conversation with them. And if it's something that you don't feel like maybe, because myself, right? Like if my sister tells me something, like I'm always like, okay, yeah, whatever. But if like someone else tells me something that like I'm not really close with, I'm always like more interested in like listening to them. So if it's something that you're still kind of like thinking like, I don't know if this is for real, like have someone else talk to you about the company and see what their opinion is. You know, I think third-party validation is huge. And it's something that if you want to have another conversation with me, I'm more than willing to talk to anybody. So, but like I said, I'm rambling now.
Gotta go stuff
Maybe
my
a cup of
face.
coffee or a beer or something. But
I'm in a meeting, give me a second.
just if you guys want to just reach out to your advocate that invited you, and if you have any questions, there's plenty of us to answer your questions. So thank you so much for hopping on and listening. And now hopefully you guys get some Cyber Monday shopping in, because I'm going to. So, all right. Have a great night, guys. Bye. Thank you.